members of the National Assembly who should have a better understanding of the documents they're debating. You being right now probably supporting one side, we would like to know, do you support those who say that the finance bill contains clauses hidden under technical jargon so that Kenyans may not understand, and the description that the finance bill 2026 is actually the worse than the finance bill of 2024. This was the pronouncement by the MPs yesterday. And the critics are saying that even as the people opposed, the members of the National Assembly opposed to this bill, are just rage baiting, that they were not able to pick out the clauses to tell Kenyans, these are the exact clauses we say are punitive. One of your members was forced by the Speaker to withdraw a statement he made, meaning that he did not have defense.
Let me point out this to Kenyans. I want us to look at this debate, and I want us to look at the issue of the finance bill in totality. The budget that was passed in the National Assembly last week is a 4.8 trillion budget. The estimated revenue collection is 3.6 trillion Kenya shillings next year. How much have we collected this year? How much did we collect last year? We are finishing the year, and the collections by KRA are not anything more than 2.6 trillion Kenya shillings. So what's the difference?
About 1 trillion.
1 trillion. Now, this 1 trillion is the difference between estimated collections this year, or projected collections this year, and projected collections next year, as per the budget. Then I also want you to note that from the 3.6, we have 4.8. So there's another 1.2 deficit. So strictly looking at that budget, the budget deficit is not 1.2 trillion that we are talking about. To me, the budget deficit is 2.2 trillion Kenya shillings, strictly speaking. Why am I saying this? When Kimani Kuria stands in Parliament and Ishongwa stands in Parliament, what are they saying and what are they telling Kenyans? This finance bill is not increasing taxes at all. Are you getting me? This finance bill is not increasing taxes at all. And if you look at even their estimations from this finance bill, they're talking of 98 billion increase. But when you look at their projections, there's a whopping 1 trillion Kenya shillings difference between the projected collections this year and next year. Now, that can start informing you about the lies and the deception of both the budget and the finance bill. Now, let's go to the issues. There's something they are calling a pre-populated tax. And this is going to be based on your ETIMS activities, based on your M-Pesa activities, and based on your account. So
you're talking about KRA's plan to pre-populate the filing of returns.
That is it, and also your taxes at any one point in time. In February, in December, they can come to you, look at all your accounts, and look at your operations, and for some reason decide that looking at your M-Pesa, looking at your account, and looking at your ETIMS, we think you ought to have paid tax of about 3 million Kenya shillings, which you did not pay. And so using that, they will throw the tax burden on you, and then you are left to be the one to prove, or with the burden of proof on your side. Then they have added something extra on that, on the issue of the agency notice. When they pre-populate like that, and they find that you have a tax liability of 3 million, for example, based on your operations, even without you having to defend yourself, they will give you an agency notice. Now, this finance bill is allowing them to attach your property based on the agency notice that they are giving.
And this is contained through an express clause in the finance bill?
Of course it is.
How come this is not being mentioned expressly? Because, for example, and this is something that played out in Parliament, the argument about a tax imposed on mitumba that even the Honourable MP for